Good morning. Today I will be reading to you from the Shambhala The Sacred Path of the Warrior by Chogyam Trungpa. And if you've missed any of the previous chapters of this book, you can find those chapters in our original playlist called Shambhala The Sacred Path of the Warrior. So we're working on chapter 6 today, the dawn of the great eastern sun. And this book is very high energy, so I'd like to pre-apologize if it refuses to focus during live stream. We'll just do our best. All right, chapter 6, the dawn of the great eastern sun. The way of the great eastern sun is based on seeing that there is a natural source of radiance and brilliance in this world, which is the innate wakefulness of human beings. The dawn of the great eastern sun is based on actual experience. It is not a concept. You realize that you can uplift yourself, that you can appreciate your existence as a human being. Whether you are a gas station attendant or the president of your country, it doesn't really matter. When you experience the goodness of being alive, you can respect who and what you are. You need not be intimidated by lots of bills to pay, diapers to change, food to cook, or papers to be filed. Fundamentally, in spite of all of those responsibilities, you begin to feel that it is a worthwhile situation to be a human being, to be alive, not afraid of death. Death comes, obviously. You can never avoid death. Whatever you do, death occurs. But if you have lived with a sense of reality and with gratitude towards life, then you leave the dignity of your life behind you so that your relatives, your friends, and your children can appreciate who you were. The vision of the great eastern sun is based on celebrating life. It is contrasted to the setting sun, the sun that is going down and dissolving into darkness. The setting sun vision is based on trying to ward off the concept of death, trying to save ourselves from dying. The setting sun point of view is based on fear. We are constantly afraid of ourselves. We feel that we can't actually hold ourselves upright. We are so ashamed of ourselves, who we are, what we are. We are ashamed of our jobs, our finances, our parental upbringing, our education, and our psychological shortcomings. Great Eastern Sun Vision, on the other hand, is based on appreciating ourselves and appreciating our world. So it is a very gentle approach because we appreciate the world. We don't make a mess in it. We take care of our bodies, we take care of our minds, we take care of our world. The world around us is regarded as very sacred, so we have to constantly serve our world and clean it up. The setting sun vision is the washing things and cleaning up, is that washing things and cleaning up should be the domain of hired help. Or if you can't afford a housekeeper, you clean up yourself, but you regard it as dirty work. Having a nice meal is fine, but who is going to wash the dishes? We would prefer to leave that to someone else. Thousands and tons of leftovers are discarded every year. When people go to restaurants, often they are served giant platefuls of food, more than they can eat, to satisfy the giant desire of their minds. Their minds are stuffed just by the visual appearance of their giant steaks, their full plates, and then the leftovers are thrown into the garbage. All that food is wasted, absolutely wasted. That is indeed a setting sun approach. You have a giant vision which you can't consume, and you end up throwing most of it away. There is not even a program to recycle the leftovers. Everything goes to the dump. It is no wonder we have such big problems disposing of our garbage. Some people have even thought of sending our garbage into outer space. We can let the rest of the universe take care of our leftovers instead of cleaning up our earth. The setting sun approach is to shield ourselves from the dirt as much as we can so that we don't have to look at it. We just get rid of anything unpleasant. As long as we have a pleasurable situation, we forget about the leftovers or the greasy spoons and plates. We leave the job of cleaning up to somebody else. That approach produces an oppressive social hierarchy in the setting sun world. There are those who get rid of other people's dirt and those who take pleasure in producing dirt. Those people who have money can continue to enjoy their food and ignore their leftovers. They can pay for luxury and ignore reality. In that way of doing things, you never see the dirt. You never see the dirt properly, and you may never see the food properly either. Everything is compartmentalized, so you can never experience things completely. We are not talking purely about food. We are talking about everything that goes in the setting sun world. Packaged food, packaged vacations, packaged deals of all kinds. There is no room to experience doubtlessness in this world. There is no room to be gentle. There is no room to experience reality fully and properly. In contrast to that, Great Eastern Sun vision is a very ecological approach. The way of the Great Eastern Sun is based on seeing what is needed and how things happen organically. So the sense of hierarchy or order in the Great Eastern Sun world is not connected with imposing arbitrary boundaries or divisions. Great Eastern Sun hierarchy comes from seeing life as a natural process and tuning into the uncontrived order that exists in the world. Great Eastern Sun hierarchy is based on seeing that there is a natural source of radiance and brilliance in this world, which is the innate wakefulness of human beings. The sun of human dignity can be likened to the physical sun spanning the darkness. When you have a brilliant sun, which is a source of vision, the light from the sun shines through every window of the house, and the brightness of its light inspires you to open all the curtains. The analogy for hierarchy in the Great Eastern Sun world is a flowering plant that grows upwards toward the sun. The analogy for setting sun hierarchy is a lid that flattens you and keeps you in your place. In the vision of the Great Eastern Sun, even criminals can be cultivated, encouraged to grow up. In the setting sun vision, criminals are hopeless, so they are shut off. They don't have a chance. They are part of the dirt that we would rather not see. But in the vision of the Great Eastern Sun, no human being is a lost cause. We don't feel that we have to put a lid on anyone or anything. We are always willing to give things a chance to flower. The basis of the Great Sun vision is realizing that the world is clean and pure to begin with. There is no problem with cleaning things up if we realize that we are just returning them to their natural original state. Trying to get it to focus, sorry. To their natural original state. It is like having your teeth cleaned. When you leave the dentist's office, your teeth feel so good. You feel as though you had a new set of teeth. But in actual fact, it is just that your teeth are clean, and you realize that they are basically good teeth. In working with ourselves, cleaning up begins by telling the truth. We have to shed any hesitation about being honest with ourselves because it might be unpleasant. If you feel bad when you come home because you had a hard day at the office, you can tell the truth about that. You feel bad. Then you don't have to try and shake off your pain by throwing it around your living room. Instead, you can start to relax, and you can be genuine at home. You can take a shower, and you can put on fresh clothes and take some refreshment. You can change your shoes, go outside, and walk in your garden, and then you might feel better. In fact, when you get close to the truth, you can tell the truth and feel great. In this world, there are always possibilities of original purity. Because the world is clean to begin with, dirt never comes first at all. For example, when you buy new towels, they don't have any dirt on them. Then as you use them, they become dirty. But you can always wash them and return them to their original state. In the same way, our entire physical and psychological existence and the world that we know, our sky, our earth, our houses, everything we have was and is originally clean. But then we began to smear the situation with our conflicting emotions. Still, fundamentally speaking, our existence is all good, and it is all launderable. That is what we mean by basic goodness. The pure ground that is always there, waiting to be cleaned by us. We can always return to that primordial ground. That is the logic of the great Eastern Sun. Thank you for watching, folks. If you've missed any of the previous chapters, you can find them in our original playlist called Shambhala, The Sacred Path of the Warrior. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day.